Wizards Nation, we got wrecked. You know what I mean? We lost last night, 133-120, game 1 of the regular season. But you know what? I'm not complaining. I still got the blue shades on, boy. It's okay. It's because we know what the deal was coming into this season. We knew what it was. The deal was, give me Cam Boozer or give me death, boy. Give me death. You know what I mean? So some of us are willing to die for Cam Boozer. Not me. I want to live. But even with that, there were still some positive outcomes, I guess, from last night's game.
Kick out. Johnson, pure 3 in the... Whitmore.
Great pass.
Over to Trey again. Relocates. Reliable guard in that second unit. Another corner 3. 1, 2, 3.
Trigger Trey. Shooter shoot. Shooter shoot. That's a shooter. That's my shooter right there. And Angel gets his wings every single time Trey makes a 3. By Angel, I mean Angel Reese. Dude, it's so natural with Trey Johnson. The best shooter in this draft class. Yes, I said it. I don't care. Kyle Kanupa can suck my... I don't care. Trey Johnson is him, dude. And you know, anyways, I'm going to recap last night's game. I went live last night also right after the game. Well, not right after the game, like 20 minutes right after the game. I got to do better in that department. But yeah, I'm going to start going live after almost every single game this season. But yeah, man, I got some 5-pointers in my opinion. I did some scouring on the internet as well regarding last night's regular season opener. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. But before I continue on with this video, Charles Barkley.
Come on, man. Somebody free C.J. McCollum. We gave the idiot George Santos. We got him out of prison. Let's please get C.J. out of hell, wherever. Free C.J. and Chris Middleton.
It's only game 1. The Wizards might have
what?
I doubt it.
I want to see you tell a lie. You were first line of ESPN.
What does it mean by pardon? We're not going to pardon. We're going to transfer him to freaking Houston in a couple months. Y'all see how Reed Chopper's playing. We're transferring CJ to Houston. Don't worry about it. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Yo, Houston needs a point guard, man. Houston needs a point guard. We saw CJ in the preseason give buckets at the age of 34. So he had a bit of a down game last night, but I'm not worried about it whatsoever. But anyways, Charles Barkley, legend. My first point that I want to talk about is Alex Sarr. And this is in no particular order, by the way, but Alex Sarr yesterday, let me pull up the actual stat lineup so y'all can see. Sarr yesterday had 10 points, 11 rebounds in 26 minutes of play. Granted, y'all, he is in limited minutes right now as he's still recuperating from his injury. But one thing to note, and I said it in the stream, he attempted 0 threes yesterday, which was actually the first time ever in his career. He never did that last year in his rookie season when he thought he was Dirk Nowitzki. But I like this. Much better shot diet, in my opinion. I do want him to get more free throw attempts, by the way. Also, I also said this in the stream last night. Coach Keefe, I think he messed up. Because I think he put, in the beginning of the game, he put, Sarr on Turner. And I was just like, dude, just put him on freaking Giannis. Why don't you just put Kyshawn on Turner, who's going to be out there willing to shoot threes, and put Sarr against Giannis and let him battle it. And Sarr did okay, I guess, against, okay, even that. I mean, Giannis is going to dominate everybody in this league. But, other than that, 3 assists. He had a solid game. But I just like his overall mentality yesterday. That's the main thing I want to point out. The shot diet improved. I still want to see him be a little bit more assertive underneath the basket. But, again, I keep saying this. Go for the second chance points, the fast break points. Go for the easy buckets, and then go from there. So to me, even though 10 points, 11 rebounds, it's a step in the right direction, honestly. Another thing I want to talk about, my second point, transition defense, perimeter defense. Dude, I have it in my notes here. At one point in the beginning of the game, the Bucks came out. They were 4 or 5 from the 3. I look so disorganized. The Bucks were 4 or 5 from the perimeter, and then they went 7 of 10, I believe, in the second quarter overall. I was like, what the hell's going on? I thought Coach Keefe preached this entire time how we're going to be a tough-minded defensive team. You see, I can't even say it without laughing. But, you know what I mean? That's what he preached all throughout training camp and preseason. That's going to be our identity. But, they weren't hustling. Like the transition defense was piss poor. Piss poor. Fuck it, I'm going to say it. I almost freaking checked out. I was just like, what is this? I at least want to be competitive in these games. All jokes aside, we all know we want to lose a good chunk of these games to get a top pick, but I want to lose competitively, if that makes sense. I want these games to be competitive. I don't want to see any of the first half performances from last night in this season. I want to see the second half of the performance from last night throughout the entire course of the season. That makes the game more exciting. And obviously win some games too. Like come on, let's improve morale here. Third thing on my list, I want to try to blow this by really fast. Kyshawn George. Ladies and gentlemen, Kyshawn George. 21 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 6 from the 3, 4 of 8 from free throw line. I do want to improve that. He was missing a lot, especially in the first quarter. Overall, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. I said this in the stream as well yesterday. I saw Kyshawn as the primary ball handler in the second unit. Kyshawn George is going to have a humongous role in this team. You already see it with Coach Keefe. And I said this as well. I keep saying this, but I said this in the stream as well. And let me know what y'all think about this. But when Bilal Coulibaly comes back, I kind of feel like he's going to come off the bench. Even when he's 100% healthy and all the rust has come off of him. Kyshawn George, from last night's performance, he was the primary ball handler. Coach Keefe was drawing up plays for him. Coach Keefe gave him the keys yesterday. And I like that. We saw what Key did. And also, Kyshawn George played the most minutes out of everybody last night with 32 minutes. Hey, man, I'm just tossing it out there. But it kind of seems like George is entrenched as having a pivotal role with this team. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I feel like we're all here for it. Invest in the fro. Invest in the fro. Telling you that right now, man. Kyshawn George, I think is going to be not only our most improved player this year, but possibly even our best player / MVP of this team. If there is even an MVP. My fourth note, Justin Champagnie. Free Justin Champagnie, man. In the first half, I was pissed off. I'm not going to lie to you. Because Champagnie only plays 8 seconds for a one defensive stop before the first quarter. Meanwhile, Corey Kisper's over here dicking around, not making his threes in the first half. In the second half, Corey Kispert avenged himself. And I'm just like, why is it? You got Champagnie right there. I don't know, man. This is one of the main reasons why I wanted to trade Corey Kispert, so we don't have this dilemma. But then, Champagnie comes in immediately, gets an offensive rebound. This is in the second half. Gets an offensive rebound, swings it back out to Trey, who makes a 3. Then, 8 seconds later, gets another offensive rebound. You know what I mean? He's playing solid defense. And, he's not a liability from the 3. Come on, man. Come on. We got to find minutes for Champagnie, man. Free Justin Champagnie. Please. Yeah, look at my notes. Yeah, man, I was pissed off, honestly. I'm not going to lie. I was pissed off, especially in the first half. Seeing Corey Kispert out there just being a negative out in the court. I was this close to catching a red line, to freaking going to gallery place and throwing hands at Coach Keefe. I was like, dude, I'm going to need a pardon. Coach Keefe would have whipped my ass, though. But, still. I was like, come on, man. I don't know, man. I just found that annoying, but we'll see. We'll see how time progresses. But he did play in the second half, so kudos to Coach Keefe. My last thing is Whitmore, instant offense. Instant oatmeal, Whitmore's instant offense. Man had how many points in how many minutes? 14 points in 19 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Let me repeat that. 14 points in 19 minutes, 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from the 3. That's going to improve, though. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist. 1 assist, that's triple as much assist that he got last year, or that he averaged last year with the Rockets, but hey, man, I felt like this was going to be Kent Whitmore's role this year, maybe until after the trade deadline, maybe his role expands. But he's going to be that microwave bench scorer for us, especially in the first half of the season. I do want him to stop dribbling or over-dribbling too much. Just, dude, keep it a couple dribbles and go. Make your move. Nobody can stop you when you go to the rim. He's our best driver. Yes or yes? He is. Freaking love Cam Whitmore, but yeah, man, that was pretty much the 5 main things I wanted to point out this game. Chris Middleton did his thing as well, 23 points, 3 or 5 from the 3. Homecoming, kudos to the Bucks, man. The Bucks They did him well last night. They made a video for him returning to Milwaukee. Obviously, he won a championship there. You know, I didn't know this, but he was Giannis's best man in his wedding. So kudos to the Bucks, man. And Chris Middleton deserves that as well, you know. But anyways, we're going to play against the frickin' Mavericks in Cooper Flag. 2 6'9" point guards. Cooper Flag's a point guard apparently now. Kyshawn George was a point guard for the majority of last night's game. But yeah, man, we play against Cooper Flag. Here is the current injury report for tomorrow. A familiar name. Bilal Coulibaly is on it. And he's alone, though. But yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Quick recap review. I'll be on live after tomorrow's game. But yeah, man, take care, everybody. Go Wizards. Let's win 23 games this year. We got it. Take care, everybody. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Peace, y'all.